What up, guys? As promised, here we are, 7 p.m. We're going live. So if you don't know, you should know. My name is T-MacDonald, and the big announcement is this Friday at 9 a.m. I'm dropping another brand new video. So the cat's out of the bag. This Friday, 9 a.m., straight to YouTube, brand new video. You already know. I'm going to drop the artwork tomorrow, so if you want to know what the song is called, what it's going to be about, etc., etc., meet me here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I will let the cat out of the bag on that. I'll let you guys know what the song is called. So that's pretty crazy. It's like a big throwback to the way that we used to do things. I know we've been really caught up in every video being like a big production, and a lot of different conceptual things have been going on. But this is like a throwback to our bread and butter, what got us here in the first place. And that's all I can say. You'll see the name of the song tomorrow, and then immediately click and you'll know what's up. So brand new video Friday at 9 a.m. That's important. There's two ways to see it. First, you can either subscribe to my YouTube or you can join the Hangover Gang newsletter. I'll put the links in the comments as soon as we're done here. And then you guys can click the link and subscribe, or you can click the link and join the newsletter, and you'll see the video before anybody else. So that's pretty cool. What else am I talking about here? Yo, Buttholes is going crazy. I just finally posted my new video, Buttholes, to Facebook, and it's almost at 1 million views in 2 days. And that's without, any support from the platform. I couldn't boost it, I couldn't advertise it, anything like that. So just because of the nature of the song, apparently it deals with social issues, and my page isn't allowed to advertise songs of that nature. So Buttholes is going crazy right now. It's got almost 1 million views, and that's just on the strength of you guys liking, commenting, sharing, and seeing the video. So thank you guys very much. That was just so massive. I really appreciate the hell out of that. If you haven't seen it, on the post literally right underneath this live stream, you'll see Buttholes. I think it's an amazing record. It's one of my favorites that I've ever made. Please go watch that thing. Share the hell out of it. Share it with your friends. Share it to your Facebook page. Show your buddies at work, whatever the case may be. I'd really appreciate the help, especially because that's a video, because of the subject matter in the song. I'm not allowed to advertise or boost it or anything like that. So yeah, so I need everybody's help on that one. Please go watch Buttholes. It's on the post underneath this, and share it. That'd be great. What else do I got going on? I got my little to-do list here of things that I need to talk about. So we already talked about it. Brand new video Friday, 9 a.m. Tomorrow I'm going to drop the artwork so you guys can see what the song's called, conceptually what the song's going to be about. So meet me here tomorrow at 9 a.m. if you want to be in the first people that see what the song's called. And then video drops Friday at 9 a.m. So that'll be here. And yeah, I guess one of the big topics of conversation right now in my life anyway is a lot of people are asking, when's the new album coming? When's the new album coming? When's the new album coming? So I just want you guys to know that the new album is complete. It is mixed. It is mastered. The artwork is finished. Everything is done. And it's going to be coming out way sooner than you think. Way sooner than you think. All I can really say about it is just definitely stay tuned to my Facebook, or stay tuned to my Instagram, stay tuned to my Twitter. Just stay tuned to me. Because in the extremely very near future, I'm going to be announcing the album. And that's really all I can say about that. I wish I could tell you guys the exact date, but that doesn't fall in line with my plan, so I can't tell you. I just realized I'm wearing this really sick Hangover Gang shirt. Hangover Gang forever. It's got my face on it. Hey, hey, hey. So these shirts were designed with one of my favorite artists in the world. You guys know that it's just me and Nova on the team. Me and my girlfriend, we shoot all of the videos. We do everything. We ship the merch. We sign the albums. We do everything. It's just us. So this artist is actually a homie of mine from back in Canada where I grew up. And he's one of my favorite artists ever. I'll give you guys a little closer look. It's pretty ill. Hangover Gang forever. Got the little spiders and the big machete and stuff like that. So he's one of my favorite artists ever, and we collabed on 3 different designs. The other designs are right here. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into promo hour, but here we are. So he did this one, which is pretty lit. And then he did this one as well. Strength Without Numbers, Hangover Gang. So yeah, and this is my favorite. It's got my face on it. I really like it. So we collabed on the shirt. Anyways, they're all in the store, www.hangovergang.com. I think if you still use the promo code, all capitals, official member, you'll get 20% off your purchase. So there's that. There's the 3 new shirts. I literally, you guys probably saw I posted a photo yesterday. I stayed up till like 4 in the morning signing all of your Death Threats albums. Yink. So that's not an easy task. I signed like 1,000 CDs, put them in envelopes, put the labels on them, and they're going in the mail like tomorrow. So all your Death Threats albums are on the way. If you want one, www.hangovergang.com. That's also where you can get these snazzy Hangover Gang bandanas and the new t-shirts. Anyways, enough of the promo. That was just sort of spur of the moment. Why we're here is Friday is a brand new video, 9 a.m. blah 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 blah. I'm gonna take some questions real quick. If anybody has anything they want to know, start spamming the content or the comment section with your questions. I'm gonna answer as many as I possibly can. And I'm just gonna take a quick look at my to-do list here. Blah 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 blah. Talked about that. Talked about my new album that's coming soon. Talked about the Buttholes video that I need you to go watch, like, share, and comment on so we can spite the fact that I can't advertise it. It's on our backs, that one. So I really appreciate the help. Talked about the album, talked about Buttholes, talked about the single art for the next video, dropping it tomorrow at 9 a.m. and the new video at 9 a.m. on Monday. Subscribe to YouTube, join the mailing list. I'll put links to all that stuff in the comments after this. So as soon as I end this live stream, and I'm going to take your questions in 1 second, I just got to say this. As soon as I'm finished this live stream, I'm going to post the links that you guys need in the comments. When you see my comment, please like it so it pushes it to the top of the feed and just makes it easier for everybody else to see that. Subscribe, join the newsletter, go to the website, whatever it is that you guys want to do. Okay. Sean Sullivan says, I'll do some questions now. Sean Sullivan says, what is your favorite part of the last album? Or of your new album, rather. It's just like, I've said it before, after Death Threats, after this thing, it was like really hard to write another album because this record has politically incorrect, Dear Rappers, Castles, Exposure, Hang On, Hangman, American Dreams, White Boy, This House. Like, it had a bunch of like really huge records on it that people just like really loved. And to me, like, writing the new album was like a really daunting task. I was like scared. I didn't start writing it right away. Like, this album came out and I just chilled for like the longest time. I didn't want to do another album because I know like it has to live up to Death Threats. It has to live up to Death Threats. And if it doesn't, what's the point of even doing it? So I was like afraid to write it. I was scared. And then a couple of the songs just came about naturally, and I wasn't trying to write for the album. I just wanted to write songs. And then it clicked. I was like, yo, these are the best songs I've ever wrote in my life. This is the beginning of the album. And then I was like no longer afraid, and I just poured my heart out and made what I think is the greatest piece of material that I've ever made in my life, hands down. It's not even close. It's the best ever. So it was like, I guess my favorite part of the last album was just like, after I got like 2 or 3 songs in the bank, the freedom that I got after that, I was like, oh my God, like all the pressure's off. I can literally just like go as hard as I want, and it's already better than Death Threats, so I can do whatever I want now. So I had a lot of freedom, and a lot of just crazy ideas and concepts, and the creative process was my favorite part. Okay, I'm just going through your comments here. A lot of people asking about tours. I'm about to announce like 2 huge tours. So I'm going on tour with Struggle Jennings, and I'm going on tour with a wicked rock band called Falling in Reverse. So I'll be announcing dates for both of those tours like ASAP, so don't sweat it. There's a lot of places. The cool thing about these 2 tours is they're hitting a lot of the places that I've been before, but they're also hitting like every single city that I've missed on my own tours. So anybody who hasn't seen me, you're definitely going to get to see me this round, which is cool. My dad just said, hey, what's up, Dad? My family watches all my live streams, so that's why we're so family friendly up in this motherfucker. Okay, what other questions we got coming in here? So there's a lot of people asking about tours, so I'm just like, people asking when will the new album drop? Very soon, extremely soon. Like so soon that like, you're gonna still remember me saying this in the live stream and you're gonna be like, oh my God, he just talked about this. That's all I can say. I can't tell you a date, but I have a date, I have a calendar, and it's written in on that calendar. So just stay tuned, it's coming, I promise. You guys are killing it with the questions right now. They're coming in so fast that I can't keep up, so just give me 2 seconds here. Matthew Green says, hands down the best, I agree. Do you ever think about changing your look? I think I change my look all the time. I braid my hair, I put my hair in a ponytail, my hair's down right now, sometimes I tie it up. I think that the guy that's sitting in front of you on live stream right now doesn't look anything like the guy that was in Buttholes. That is me changing my look up. I put on a pink suit and hung out with a unicorn for 2 days. So that is kind of me changing up my look. But yeah, I think about it all the time, like I don't know. I've been really toying with the idea a lot of shaving my head and just putting a bunch of crazy tattoos all over my skull. But I really, really like my hair. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. So, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe in a few years when it starts falling out or something, I'll go really crazy and really switch my style up. Oh man, on the topic of switching styles, it just really pisses me off. I had so many people hitting me up saying like, yo, like, in Buttholes you dress like a mumble rapper, but like you hate on mumble rappers, like blah blah blah, like I'm contradicting myself because I put on some clothes. Like, fuck off, dude. That's so crazy. I'm a mumble rapper now because of the way I dress. You know what they call people who judge other people because by the way that they look? Racist. Shut the fuck up. Jamie Mesta says, just saying, can you do more songs like Dear Rappers and Hangman? See, it seemed like everybody really loved the Buttholes video. And if you haven't seen the Buttholes video, it's the post directly underneath this live stream. So please go check it out, comment, and share it. That would mean a lot. But definitely comment and share. You don't have to like it. You can just comment on it and be like, this is the worst shit I ever heard in my life. And I'm going to share it so my friends can hate on you with me. And that's cool. Just comment and share it, please. But it seemed like, yeah, people really loved Buttholes. But the main, like, complaint that I got from Buttholes was, like, a lot of people were saying, like, yo, like, I miss the old Tom, and I miss the old Tom, I miss, like, Hangman in This House, and, like, those ones where you're really just killing it. And, like, all I can say is, new video drops Friday, and anybody who thinks, for one iota of a moment, that I've gone soft because of songs like Buttholes and stuff like that, you will be appeased come Friday. Trust me. Trust me. When the video drops on Friday, you're going to be like, holy shit, he didn't go soft. So there's that. That's what I can tell you about the new video. But it's just like, yo, like, people take this shit so seriously. I don't want to have to take this shit so seriously all the time. I want to have fun with this stuff. I want to enjoy it. I want to have fun. Like, I like the Buttholes records and the Everybody Hates Me records. I love having fun and putting on the goofy outfit and like hanging out with the unicorn and doing my hair silly and you know, putting kids in the video and waving streamers around and having the make-believe tea party and stuff. Like, I want to have fun. Like, I don't want this ever to be work. So just like, just because I do one song like Buttholes or something, like that song was, the whole purpose of Buttholes was to put a smile on your face. It made me laugh, and I figured if it makes me laugh, it'll make other people laugh, and that's the whole point of this thing. That's the whole point of music, is like making music to make other people feel good. So for 1 second, if you're listening to Buttholes and for 1 second you thought, oh, I like this makes me happy, I smiled, I laughed, that should override like, oh, but I miss the hardcore Tom, or I miss songs like whatever. Just like enjoy it for what it is. The purpose is to put a smile on your face. So if it did that for 1 second, I won. Mission accomplished. And that's like my whole thing, is you should be making music to enrich other people's lives. If you're making music to be a cool guy, that's not good enough. If you're not making music to make other people feel good, then fuck off and stop making music, and let people that actually have something to say it and help other people feel good. So yeah, I'm looking at your questions again. Here we go. I'm scrolling. A lot of people asking about the tours still. Like I said, I'm touring two big tours right away with Struggle, and then another one with Falling in Reverse. So just stay tuned for that. I'll be announcing them soon. Cody Wilson says, you talk about great topics in your music. Why not more of a serious approach? Because like, here's the thing. I have seriously approached a lot of things. I seriously approached White Boy. I seriously approached If I Was Black. I seriously approached Dear Rappers. I seriously approached Helvet. I seriously approached a lot of things. But it just comes to a point where it's like, it's too much serious, and it's too preachy, and it's too like, here's the facts and I'm angry about the facts. Like sometimes if you want people to really digest what you're saying, it's a lot easier to have somebody digest your message and really what you're trying to say when they have a smile on their face than it is to have somebody that's pissed off listening to your music digest your message. So that's the point of stuff like Buttholes and Everybody Hates Me. It's just like an easier way for people to digest music and to have fun. And it's like, hey, there's this fun song that I like listening to that I'm going to show my friend, but like, hey, not only does it make you feel good and make your head nod, but like, it's also facts. And I think that's like kind of a really cool like mixture and a really cool way to like put music out. So I don't know, I have fun with that. Aaron Archer says, out of all your tattoos, which one is your favorite and why? I got this really cool one. I'm like really fat right now, so I don't even want to show you guys this, but I got this big skeleton and it says, if you don't know where the fire started, you will surely burn in it. And like, that was like after I had like a big mental breakdown like a few years ago, and I was like laid up at my mom's house and I wasn't making music, and it was just like 8 months of just like torture and anguish and like trying to figure out how I could feel better and how I could get rid of the anxiety and how I could get rid of the depression and how I could just get rid of the mental nastiness that was going on inside my head. Like, I started going to therapy and I was reading a lot of books and I was researching a lot and I was like really doing my best to try and fix myself and to try and learn about myself and to try and figure out what my problems were, why they were problems, and why they were causing the things that they were causing. And then I, like eventually a year later, 2 years later, I started getting to the bottom of some things and really figuring myself out and figuring out my problems. And I just felt like I was dying the entire time. So like that tattoo, that skeleton reaching up to the sky, trying to grab a hold of something and pull himself out of the fire underneath, that was like me when I was going through like my mental breakdown. And that quote, if you don't know where the fire started, you will surely burn in it, is about like finding the root of your problem. Instead of just taking like an Ativan or taking a Xanax or taking whatever it is that the doctor gives you, that's just a Band-Aid. That only makes you feel good and look good on the surface. But if you really go deep and look within, you're still in all sorts of trouble. So that's what that quote is. If you don't know where the fire started, you will surely burn in it. So instead of fixing the exterior and making the problem look like it's gone away, you got to go all the way in, find where the source of the fire is, extinguish it at the source, and then you can truly like experience some tranquility and some calm and some happiness. So that's probably my favorite tattoo. It changes all the time though. All right, what else we got going on here? Looking at your questions. Let me just reiterate before I do some more questions. Let me just burn through this list real quick in case there's new people in here. New video Friday, 9 a.m. It's crazy. If you think I went soft because of buttholes, this one's going to blow your mind. It's a throwback to what we used to do, and it's a throwback to the things that put us in the position we're in now. So I really hope you guys like it. Tomorrow I will be dropping the artwork so you can see the name of the song, and then that will give you guys a really good idea of what's going on. So if you want to see that, meet me here tomorrow at 9 a.m. That'll be going down. Album artwork, or single artwork for the video tomorrow at 9 a.m. New video Friday at 9 a.m. I do have a brand new album coming right away, like right friggin' away, like so close that like I'm practically telling you right now. That's how close we are, but it's coming. So I'll give you guys an exact date right away. Yeah, and the other thing is just like, yeah, the Buttholes video is going like absolutely insane. I just really have to say thank you guys for that, because social media wouldn't let me promote that song because it deals with social issues and stuff like that, and you have to have a special like authorization on your page to be able to promote or advertise those songs. So that Buttholes directly uploaded to Facebook right underneath this live stream. Go watch it as soon as we're done here. Please comment and share it. Has almost 1 million views in 2 days, and that's without any support from the platform that we're using or anything like that. That's on our back, so I just have to say thank you. I really, really, really appreciate you guys for that. That's major. And like, let's not let it slow down. Let's please, as soon as this is done, go comment on that video and give it a like and share it for me. That would be incredible. And then we'll hit 1 million in no time, and I'll be a super happy camper. I guess the other thing is I just stayed up till 4 in the morning last night signing all of your albums. Thing. If you want one, www.hangovergang.com. You can also grab bandanas and these cool ass Tom MacDonald shirts with my head on a knife. So now that I got that out of the way, I will put all the links in the comments of this live stream as soon as we're done. When you see my comment, please give it a like. It'll push it to the top of the list, make it easier for other people to do it. Okay, more questions. Here we go. Michael Ramiro says, "Hey Tom, I love your music and I love your Death Threats album," which we just talked about, "but is there any way I can stream it? Unfortunately, I listen to most of my music through streaming services." Okay, here's the thing. I will make my music available for streaming at some point. I don't know when. To me, this album was like Death Threats is only available in physical copies. And that's like very important to me. Because I just, like I said in Dear Rappers, I'm paying even more and you give me even less. It's like, I want to give you something. I don't want my music to just be like on the internet, like on Spotify. That's great. I have lots of music on Spotify. I have all my singles up there. I do that. But like the reason why this shit is special to me is because like I was the kid that sat outside of HMV at like 8 o'clock in the morning waiting for the new Slipknot, waiting for the new Marilyn Manson, waiting for the new Eminem, waiting for that, you know? And that was like a really important thing. And then I like got to go into the CD store and I'd buy a CD and I'd get to hold it in my hands, and I'd go home and I'd open it up and read the CD booklet and look out the track listings on the back and stick it up on my shelf. And that's just like a really important thing for me. To me, it's like these albums, like, a year ago, I was nobody with nothing. I had no fans. I had no people that cared about my music. I didn't have anything. And like the reason why these albums even exist is because of people like you. And the way I see it is like these physical copies are just like bricks in the wall, like of a wall that we built or a castle that we're building. And I want, if you guys are all part of that building process. So I just feel like if you buy an album, you know, you don't just get songs on Spotify or songs on iTunes when you buy it. You like get this, and you get to hold on to it and be like, this is like a brick that I fucking laid in this wall that we're building. And you get to show your friends, and you can be like, you can show your homie and be like, yo, he signed that and I helped make that. That's important to me. And I think it's important to other people. It's special. I want my music to be special. I remember like picking up an album at a CD store used to be like a really, magical feeling thing when you were a kid. And like that's what I want. I want to give people that like magical feeling. I want people to be able to hold on to it and look at it and smell it or kiss it or whatever the case may be. I just want it to be able to be in your hands. So that's the thing. That's the thing about death threats. Eventually it will go up on streaming services. I don't know. Right now, I want to sign every single copy. I want to mail every single copy, and I want you guys to be able to hold every single copy. So that's the thing. And if you want a copy, www.hangovergang.com. The link will be in the comments after. Let's move on to another question. I appreciate that, though. Thank you. Whoa. Gotta tighten up my little phone here. It's like falling all over the place. All right. Brian Laws says, what advice would you give to an up-and-coming artist that really look up to you? Yo, I've said this like a million times that it like sounds like so cliche at this point, but it's like the truth. It's the only thing I can say. I hate saying it because I said it so many times and it sounds so cliche, but it's just like really what it is, bro. If you're like an up-and-coming artist, and like the best piece of advice me or anybody else could give you, I don't care what anybody else says, is just like be yourself. Seriously, just like be yourself. Because when I was a kid, when I was like, oh, I want to start rapping or whatever, I listened to like Eminem and 50 Cent and all those guys. And I didn't know enough about myself to write my own music. So I was like writing gangster songs like G-Unit and 50 Cent were writing, or Dipset or whatever. I was writing like these really gangster songs about like girls and cars and drugs and money and blah, 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 blah. And that's just like part of being young. You think that's cool. You emulate what you like, and that's just it. But like now I'm at a point where like I've experienced enough stuff in my life, and I'm experiencing stuff every day where I can just tell my story. I don't have to tell Eminem's story anymore. I don't have to tell 50 Cent's story anymore. I can just tell my story. And like in my experience, that's where people like really tune in and start giving a damn about what you're doing. So just like be you, no matter what it is. If you work at 7-Eleven, rap about that. If you fix air conditioners, rap about that. If you sweep the floor at the gym down the street, rap about that. Rap about what you know, because if you can just be yourself and be real, people gravitate towards the truth. So just be that and you'll be fine. Okay, I'm reading more questions, guys. Sorry. Marky Draving says, how old were you when you started rapping? That's a good question. I think I was probably like 19 or something. I had been writing like a lot of rap music and rock music and stuff like that, but something you may not know was I was a professional wrestler once before, like WWE stuff. So while I was being a pro wrestler and I was on pay-per-view a bunch of times and I was on a bi-weekly TV show and I was doing the pro wrestling thing for a long ass time, and I loved it. It was great. Wild, wild time. But while I was doing that, I was still writing music. Just my passion was in pro wrestling. And then as the pro wrestling thing came to a halt and I stopped being a pro wrestler and moved away from the world of professional wrestling, it opened up this void in my life where I needed to fill the void with something. I needed to fill that void with something that I loved. And the only other thing that I ever loved as much as I loved pro wrestling was music. So I just started taking everything that I had wrote over the years and just started turning them into songs. And then I just made the decision, I want to try and make music. That's what I want to do. So I asked my parents for a recording software for Christmas, and I got that. And then I started making my own beats that were awful and writing terrible raps to go over those awful beats, and made just terrible, terrible music for a long time. And then in the last, whatever, been making good music for like 5 years, but in the last 2 years, stuff really started to work for me. So yeah, I think it was about 19, man, about like 10 years ago. Going through your questions again, seeing what you guys got. Alex Salgado says, how hard is it financially to be an independent artist? Well, it's terrible. It's terrible. As you guys know, like, I'm fully independent, no record label, no manager, no PR, no marketing, no nothing. It's just me. I handle writing the music. I handle writing the music and conceptualizing the songs. My girlfriend and I co-handle. She shoots all my videos. We conceptualize videos together. We handle merch together. She does a lot for the merch. She does a lot for the videos. And everything else. All the digital design, every piece of single art you see, all the cover photos and the profile pictures and everything. It's all us. So yeah, it's really tough, man. Like, it's But it's the trade-off. Like, what would you rather have? Would you rather have full control over your art and you can do things that are true to your soul and that you love and you can give to your fans who they love? Like, would you rather have that type of freedom, or would you rather be locked into a contract where somebody else is telling you, this is the type of music we're working on, this is sonically how your album's supposed to be, and then you're just like locked in, you're like a slave to a record label? And sure, like the trade-off is that the record label will fund a lot of your music videos and they'll fund a lot of stuff and they'll give you a lot of money and do all that stuff, but like, is it worth like sacrificing your character and your morals and your vision for resources? Not to me. So there's been a lot of days where we didn't get groceries because we put money into a music video, or we couldn't pay the bills because we paid to have an album pressed, or, you know, whatever, got evicted. Like, I slept on an air mattress at my homie's house for like 4 or 5 months. I went to tour Europe and paid my own way through Europe to tour independently and had to give up my apartment. And when I got back home, I was homeless twice. And then I was like sleeping on friends' couches and sleeping on air mattresses and like doing the whole thing. So like, yeah, it's extremely, extremely, extremely difficult. But you just gotta look at the trade-off. Do you want your integrity and your vision to be intact and be broke? Or do you want to like give up your vision and your integrity and your morals and get money from a label? It's up to you. This is the choice that I made. So I put myself in this position, and as hard as it is, I love it. Things like this where I can come on live stream and there's, you know, 1,000 people hanging out with me on a Friday night. This makes it worth it. This is better than any financial gain that you could get from a record label. Everybody's here. We're hanging out. We love the music. We see the vision. We know we are doing the right thing as a unit, as Hangover Gang, as a movement. We know that we're moving how we want to move, in the direction we want to move, at the speed that we determine. We don't have to answer to anybody. This is the best part. Okay, so here we are. I'm going through your questions again. If you guys got questions, keep bombing them in here, and I'll just keep answering them as they come. There's a lot of people just, and I'm flattered. There's a lot of people saying that they love my music, love my tattoos, etc. And I really do appreciate that, you guys. Thank you so much. I can't go through every comment and say, oh, thank you. I'm glad that you like my hair. Thank you. It is a great t-shirt. Thank you. I'm glad you like that song. But I am very happy about all those things, and it makes me feel good to read it. So thank you very much. But I'm just specifically looking for questions right now. Andrew Hale says, have you seen Body Language Ghosts analysis of buttholes? It's great. You know what? I actually did see it pop up in my feed, and I heard that somebody did like a sign language video for buttholes, which is like super duper cool, because I have a lot of fans that hit me up that I guess have issues with hearing, and they've asked about, can you put captions on your videos, or can you do sign language or something like that? And you guys don't want me to be up here doing sign language. I'll probably be saying like all sorts of terrible shit on accident. So I'm glad that somebody went and took that out of my hands and did that thing. It's very, very cool. Very cool. Dun, dun, dun. Edward Pope says, I love your vibes, but what are you most tired of people saying? I don't know, man. It's tough. I'm tired of a lot of things that people say to me, but it's just the nature of this stuff, man. Everybody's got an opinion. We're on the internet. Everybody wants to be heard. Like, I get it. But like, yeah, I guess my main thing is just like, what I hate to hear is people are like, oh, like you said that you were never going to make your teeth gold and now you got a grill, and you said that you weren't going to blow money on chains and now you have chains and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, yo, like, I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But like, my message has not changed. It's fine to have a chain. It's fine to have grills. It's fine to do those things. But like, when those things become the primary focus of all your music, all you're doing is talking about, oh, my chain, my grills, my money, my blah, 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 blah. That shit is whack to me. Like, that song has literally been done 50,000 times in the last 6 months by like a plethora of different artists. That's what's whack to me. My message has stayed intact. My message stays the same. Always. When my message starts, you know, becoming distorted and creeping all over the place, and I start speaking for the things that I've spoke out against, then tell me that I've changed. Then tell me that you don't rock with me anymore because of those things. That's fine. But don't be mad at me because for the first time in my life, I have a couple dollars and I wanted to get a grill, man, or I wanted to get some chains. Like, it's not, I'm not rapping about it in all my songs. It's something that I privately did for myself. When I got my grill, when I got my chains, I didn't run to Instagram and start posting pictures. Look at this shit I bought, blah, blah, blah. That's not me, bro. I did this thing personally for me. As somebody that was broke for 30 years, bro, that like literally had to go to a church every second Sunday of every month to get free food from a church because they couldn't afford to eat. Somebody that lived in an apartment with like 100 mice and cockroaches. You know, somebody that was homeless twice, that lived at their friend's house, that ate their friend's food, that slept on their couches and popped their air mattresses and all that. Like, I just want to like live my life and get myself some nice things. Like, I got my girlfriend like some Gucci sandals and some Gucci glasses and stuff like that because she likes that, and we've never had the opportunity ever in our life to have those things. And I'm not doing it to like rub it in anybody's face or be like, oh, look at all this Gucci shit. I'm just like, yo, man, like, I've been broke and hurt my entire life. I just want to get some nice shit, and I'm doing it privately. I wear this shit when I go on live stream. I wear this shit in my music videos. If you run into me down the street at like Home Depot or like a restaurant or something, you're not gonna see me looking like this. That ain't it. I like to do it just like for the same reason I wear pink suits and stuff, because it's fun. Because I like it. So I'm really tired of hearing that shit. Yo, this guy changed. I don't like him no more. Man, fuck you. You'd change too. And I bet you'd be a fucking cocksucker about it. And I never was a cocksucker about it. So fuck you. Anyways, here we go. Back on some happy shit. Then we got any happy questions? Can I tell you guys a joke now? Why don't blind people go skydiving? Because it scares the shit out of the dog. Obviously. Okay. I had to lighten the mood a little bit there, clearly. Obviously, I'm very fucking tired of hearing that shit. I just ranted. Fuck you! Okay. Corey Tucker says, what's your favorite thing besides music, and what makes you happy the most, and is a close second? Well, not very much. I really like music. I really like it a lot. I like pro wrestling a lot. I love my girlfriend. I love my dogs. That's really it. That's really it. I make music. I watch pro wrestling here and there. I hang out with my girlfriend. Love petting my dogs. And I play video games. That's really it. Not a big sports guy. Never really got into sports. Don't really care for sports. Not like a huge movie buff. I like movies, but I don't watch a ton of them. You know, I draw some pictures here and there. I just like doing creative stuff. Like, even the video games I play, like I play Minecraft and shit where you can like build stuff and create shit. I just like creating. Yeah, that's really it. It's my girlfriend, my dogs, some video games, some pro wrestling, and music. I'm a pretty simple dude. That's really, that's all there is to it. And clearly I like going on live stream and getting angry at strangers about changing. That makes me happy. Marky Draving says, how long does it take you to sign and package CDs? Yo, I'm not even kidding, okay? Like, that autograph, like, or my name, or my autograph, it may look like chicken scratch, but, like, this is about how long it takes. I take the CD off a package, or off a stack, I put it on the table, and I go. And that was one. That's about how long it takes for one. So I do that about 1,000 times. And then after, you have to like take an envelope, open that envelope, slide it inside. And then after it's in the envelope, you got to peel the sticker off a sticker page, close the envelope, and stick the sticker onto the envelope. So to do one box of 1,000 CDs takes about like 8 hours. And I have like a system. I like sign all the albums until my entire table is stacked with like stacks 30 or 40 high of albums. My entire table's full. And then I take this giant stack of envelopes and I sit them on my knee and then I reach over, and with one hand I open the envelope, and my other hand throws the CD into the package, and then I put it next to me, and it's literally like this. Boom, 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 like a machine. And then I take the stacks of CDs in envelopes, put them in a box to clear off the table. So I do all 1,000, and then I take the enveloped CDs out of the box, put them back on the table. Then I sit with a stack of stickers, and I peel the sticker off, stick it on the thing, set it aside. Peel the sticker off, stick it on the thing, move it aside. So it's like a fucking crazy process. And I'm like really, really good at it. So like when you're spending 8 hours doing something extremely efficiently and it's still taking 8 hours, that's like a shit ton of work. Like it would take a regular person like a week, but I'm just like disgusting at it. Leah Quintana says, what did you do to figure out your problems to overcome your depression or anxiety? Well, first of all, anybody that tells you that they've overcome depression or anxiety, or that they've beat it or completely eradicated it from their life, is a fucking liar. These are things that you're going to deal with forever, but you don't have to deal with them on a constant basis, and you don't have to deal with them to the intensity that they may have presented themselves into your life originally. So there's a lot of different things you can do. Just on like a basic thing, I quit drinking, quit smoking weed, quit partying, started exercising every day. I was running for just like a 20-minute jog and then lift some weights. I started eating clean. I started drinking stuff that was good for me, like just a lot of water and stuff like that. Started reading books. Read books, and do your research and learn things about yourself. Learn things about the illness that help you better understand it. Because if there's one way to defeat your enemy, it's to like know things about them. So go learn things about anxiety and depression. Use the knowledge that you gain to fight against them. Also, therapy is huge. It's cool to talk to your friends and it's cool to talk to your family, but therapy is number one. Those guys are there for a reason. It's really, really tough to finally admit that I need help, I need to go see a therapist, but it's one of the best decisions that you'll ever make. Usually it's the hardest thing to do, is the best thing to do, and if it's hard to go see a therapist, it's probably going to be the best thing for you to do. So get a good therapist, read, research, treat your body right. When you start treating your body right, you can start treating your mind right. Meditate. Meditate was a huge thing for me, total game changer. So that's a big list of things. Those are all things you can do. Also, like that's why I talk about anxiety and depression, because like I feel like one of the most helpful things to me was finding out that there was big movie stars and other big musicians and people that dealt with those same issues. Because when you're me and you're busted up about anxiety and depression, and you hear that one of your idols is like, hey, I don't feel good either, I deal with anxiety, I deal with depression, I deal with all that too, that is so helpful. So that's why I make the music that I make about anxiety and depression for you guys. So you guys are saying like, yo man, I don't feel good, my mom passed away, I have serious depression, and like blah blah blah. It's just important for people like me to stand up and be like, hey, me too, we're in this fight together, we're both swinging away at the same fucking demons, and I got your back. That's really important. So find people that can support you in your fight. Okay, I'm gonna circle back to doing questions in 2 minutes. I just wanted to say real quick, in case there's new people here, brand new video Friday at 9 a.m. There's two ways to see it. First, you can either subscribe to YouTube or join the mailing list. I'll put links to both those things in the comments after this. When you see my comment, please like it and push it to the top. Tomorrow, I will drop the artwork for the song so you'll know what the song's called and what it's going to be about. It will also be on all streaming platforms right away, so don't sweat it. It'll be there for your listening pleasure. I have an album coming very soon, like extremely soon, like really, really soon, like stupid soon. You're going to see it get announced and you're going to remember this conversation. You're going to be like, oh my God, he wasn't kidding. It seriously is coming, like right now. So just stay tuned for that. Buttholes is going crazy. It's the video posted below this live stream. Please do me a favor. I'm not allowed to advertise it or boost it or anything like that because of the nature of the video. So that video is almost at 1 million views, and that's on the strength of us and your support. So thank you guys very much. If you would be so kind, please go give that video a like, and please comment on it, and please share it. Commenting and sharing are the most important things for Facebook's algorithm. I'd really appreciate the help. Thank you guys so much. We talked about the albums. Boom, they're available, www.hangovergang.com. So are these rad t-shirts and these rad bandanas. Go get yourself some merch, get swagged out, and then when I see you guys on tour right away, on 2 tours, one with Struggle and one for Falling in Reverse, you're going to pull up wearing your Hangover Gang gear, and I'm going to be standing on stage, and I'm going to be so happy to see all those t-shirts out there. And then after I perform, I'll sign your shirt, and I'll give you a hug, and it's going to be far out. So I'll put the links to everything you guys need in the comments as soon as this is done. You already know the drill. Let's keep it moving. Oh, that's a good question. Somebody said, do you have a fake or a real grill? This is a real grill. It's made out of real materials. I don't know if you mean fake as in does it come out? Because like, oh, if I pull hard enough, it comes out. But yes, it's real. Why did you make me do that? The secret's out the bag, fam. Okay, what else we got going on here? I got time for a few more questions, and then I got to dip. So let's do it. People are asking, will the new album only be able to be purchased through the website? We'll see. Can't tell you guys yet, but you'll see. Yes, and the person right underneath that, Noah Kelly, said, are you going to autograph the new albums? Yes, I'm going to autograph the new albums. Every single copy will be signed. So you might as well go get this one while you still can, and then you'll have both of my albums, both signed, and you can put them up on the wall, or you can go back in time, find a CD player, and then actually listen to the things, which would probably be pretty tight. Sam Ridgway says, can I get acknowledged with this comment? No reward, I'm just doing it for the clout. Well, there you go, buddy. Frankie says, what's your ritual before you get in the booth? How do you get your mind right to hit the stage? Fuck, I never get my mind right to hit the stage. Every time I walk out on the stage, I'm a fucking mess. I just hide it really tightly. I don't really have a ritual for getting in the booth either. I just like work so much that it's just like I work until I have to record, and then I just kind of float into the studio and just quickly switch off my working brain and turn on my creative brain. And it's just, I've become so accustomed to working like that it just like happens now. I usually have a bottle of water, ding, and I usually just like smoke 1 cigarette, and then I'm good to go for forever. Okay, guys, I'm just going to leave it at this. Brand new video Friday. If you thought I went soft because of buttholes, I'm going to kick you right in your butthole with the new video on Friday because it is disgusting. If you liked Hangman or This House, this one's going to be right up your alley. It's way better than both of those two. So it's going to be insane. New video Friday. Dropping the artwork tomorrow. Meet me here at 9 a.m. if you want to see it. If you want to be the first one to see the new video, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can either subscribe to my YouTube, or you can join the Hangover Gang newsletter, and then I'll personally email you a link to the video, and you'll see it before YouTube even notifies anyone. But I'll put links to subscribe, and I will put links to join the newsletter in the comments as soon as we're done here. When you see my comment, like it, push it to the top of the stream. I'd appreciate that. Buttholes is going absolutely crazy. It's the post right underneath this live stream. Please do me a favor and like and comment on that post, and then share it for me. That would be amazing. Facebook's not letting me advertise it, so the advertising is on my back and it's left up to us. We're almost at 1 million views in 2 days, so we're doing better by ourselves than we ever did with the platform support anyway, so that's pretty amazing. So let's keep that trend up. There's a new album coming right away. It's the most incredible thing I've ever completed in my life. I can't wait to give it to you guys. You're not even going to believe it when you hear it. It sounds so big. The songs are so good. And it's just an incredible piece of work. And there's so much music on there that you guys haven't heard. You're going to freak out. So that's really it. New video Friday. Buttholes is going wild. Like, comment, and share. I'll put the links that you need to subscribe to YouTube and join the mailing list in the comments. Thank you guys so much. Stay tuned for the new album. It's going to be crazy. It's trust me, I'm going to be talking about it way sooner than you even think I'm going to be talking about it. It's like right away. So, speaking of all this work, I have much to do. Because if there's one ominous thing that I can say right now, it's that the next 2 weeks here and on Instagram and on Twitter are going to be an absolute monstrous shit show. And you'll know what I mean when everything starts happening. So just trust me. The next 2 weeks are going to be crazy. I love you guys so much. I hope everybody's happy. I hope if you're not happy, you're happy soon. I'm in your corner. It's Hangover Gang forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. They're going to hate you because you're not the same. And we're going to hate them because they're all the same. Hangover Gang forever. I love y'all. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed your Friday. Love y'all. Peace.